All right guys, in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna show you how I went from being a broke college dropout waiting tables to traveling the world making $10,000 a month from my laptop. The internet has completely democratized entrepreneurship, and it has created the ability for anybody to start a business from scratch, but it's also created some problems. Every other reel on Instagram, you see another get rich quick scheme, the next big thing of how you can become a millionaire overnight. And the funny part is, I've tried literally all of them. So I started exploring entrepreneurship at 19. I started my first e-commerce brand. I was really experimenting with just about everything you probably heard of: drop shipping, e-commerce, social media marketing. And I was trying all these things and not really seeing any results, but I just kind of thought that was how it's supposed to be. Like, I thought you were supposed to go through this 10-year period of not seeing any kind of profit until you finally made this big break and everything exploded and everything started working. And so I was trying everything, and I was jumping around from different opportunity to different opportunity, educating myself, traveling to business conferences, doing anything I could to get around entrepreneurs. And then I realized that across the board, there was one skill that every single business needed in order to be profitable, and that was copywriting. It was just the art of translating value into the mind of a buyer. And so when I realized that that was something every entrepreneur I talked to needed, I just got super disciplined about learning that skill. And I got really good really fast, because I spent 12-hour days just mastering the skill of writing words that converted people into buying customers. And once I started learning that and pitching that and finding clients, that was when I started actually making money. And I remember landing my first client for $2,000, and that was a massive win for me, because up until that point, I'd only made a couple $100s with all of those failed businesses I had tried. And so when I learned this skill, I started actually seeing the digits in my bank account change. And I got really excited. I started associating with entrepreneurs that were making millions of dollars a month. And I started associating with people that I could level up around, but I was also able to make them more money. And so that translated into more sales for myself. And that was when I started being able to make money from my laptop and travel, because the cool thing about copywriting is you can make money from literally anywhere in the world. And so I started working with some of the people that I already knew. Some of my friends were asking like, oh, how are you doing this? And so I started showing them my strategies. And I remember helping one of my friends, Peter, literally triple his income, bring in $19.5 thousand in 1 month. And I realized that the systems I'd used to make my first $10,000 a month were really easily duplicatable. So I started teaching people, and people started reaching out to me on social media, across YouTube and Instagram, asking how I was doing what I was doing. And so I just created this strategy for them to implement, and they started getting really good results. And that was super exciting. But I'm not gonna pitch you on some course or some strategy that you're gonna implement, because I'm not an internet marketer that just wants to work with absolutely anybody with a pulse. That's not what I want. I want to work with people that are excited, people that are driven, and people that actually hold themselves accountable to the goals that they set. And so I only work with 5 people a month to implement those strategies, because I want to actually see them get results. And I'm still a copywriter, so my priority is still getting client results. So I don't just work with anyone. I work with 5 people a month. And if you want to work with me, you can check the link below. If it's available, book a call. At some point, I hope to be able to work with more than 5 people a month, but right now it's just 5. So if that link is still available, book a call now, and I'm happy to see if I can't map out a strategy for you to implement that same game plan that worked for me to get to $10,000 a month, and I will see you on the inside.